my parents always putting us in the spotlight at church, making us talk, making us speak up, making us have a firm handshake, look people in the eye when you talk to them, son. That's the kind of stuff my dad would teach me. Nobody wants a weak man, son. You know, be strong, work hard, be kind, be gentle. You know, all that stuff that a boy needs to hear from his dad. And so I was very fortunate and blessed to be able to have him. And he's still here. He's still on this earth. And so he just turned 82, and he's still the best man I know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously you're not in the NFL now. I assume, I think I heard you say you suffered an injury?
Yeah, so I went to the Canadian Football League first.
Okay.
And so it was a couple years in there. The Canadian League had American teams. Mm-hmm. So it's the Baltimore Stallions. Okay. That's where I was. Was in camp, got hurt. Mm. And then they say, you're no more good. You know, I mean, you was playing football.
Yeah.
You're no more good. So then I just kind of traveled around. I ended up in Dallas and got to Dallas, couldn't pass the physical. And the guy looked at me and said, son, you're done. Your career is done. And the
How old
reason,
were you at this time?
22, 23.
Wow.
Several things happened. Now, hindsight is 2020, of course.
Yeah.
One was I was too young and stupid to go to the trainer and take care of my body.
Oh, okay.
I thought I was invincible. You know, I'll rejuvenate. You know, I'm young, I'm good. Mistake number one.
Okay.
Mistake number two was football took the place of the God I was supposed to serve. Football became my God. I mean, I loved it. I loved practice. I loved film. I loved the workout. Everything about it, I loved it. And that was me. And then it was taken from me. I think it was taken from me because it was an idol.
I feel you, man.
Yeah.
And it's funny how he does that, dude. And in the moment, sometimes when the things that we put on the pedestal most, and I'm sure I've had it, and I'm sure people watching, that thing is taken away. If your identity is caught up in that, it's hard to find a different path. Yeah. So how I know you got secure, you were a leader, the NFL was a dream. Did you ever wrap your identity in that, and how hard was it to come to grips with the doctor saying your career is over?
Yeah, it was difficult. It was difficult. So I had a chance to leave early, actually, to leave college early.
Okay.
And so the Buffalo Bills were calling and spoke to my dad and like called my pastor, like my youth pastor. It was pretty deep. And my dad was like, no, you need to graduate.
Smart.
You got to graduate. And he said, son, we're educators and education is what we do. So you got to graduate. And so I didn't really appreciate that too much. But I stayed because, he's the best man I know. And so I was very obedient. And I stayed, and then my career was over just like that. And so when I called him, I was here in Dallas, and I said, man, my career is over, man, I'm done. And he said, well, you can't come home, but you're a certified teacher. Go to work.
Yo.
That's exactly what he said. It wasn't any sympathy. It wasn't like, oh, son, I'm so sorry. Man, it wasn't none of that. He said, well, first you can't come home because me and your mama now, we empty nesters. You can't come home. And he said, you're a certified teacher. What I heard him say was, I told you to get that degree. Yeah. And see, now you need it. Yeah. That's what I heard him say. Yeah. He didn't say that, but that's what I heard.
Yeah.
And so, I started teaching and coaching in Dallas.